Holy mother of God. I've been receiving so many tweets about, yo, Hollow, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is getting a remaster. Well, that really doesn't make sense, but Modern Warfare 2 is getting a remaster. That's what I've been hearing, or a lot of people have been tweeting me, so I thought it'd be proper for me to make you guys a video, give you my thoughts and opinions, my honest opinions, and what I think. I'm gonna hypothesize here what I think is gonna occur within the next coming months or year and a half or so. Again, this is my prediction. I think obviously nothing is set in stone. By the way, before we begin, I do want to state the fact that the 1v1 pit was a huge fail. There's nobody there. Really quickly, before I begin, let me just rant real quick. So many great features in this game. Nobody even uses them. I don't know what it is anymore. Supposedly, there is a brand new update with a Call of Duty World War II multiplayer, and when they rolled it out, people are saying that it just recently made the game so much better. I guess I'll experience it here in this gameplay, because I haven't played World War II in quite some time. But yeah, I just want to state out the fact, man. Like, you come back here, everything is dead. The game feels so deserted. And it's not, okay? It's just for the main focus of YouTube and this whole social club that we have going on, this community that we have in the social media and YouTube, it's dead. But for the most part, there's thousands and thousands of kids that don't go on YouTube, that don't go on Twitter, that still play the crap out of this game. So the game is not dead. It's not as alive as we wanted it to be, or as this community on social media sees it, or wants it to be, or used to be. But as a whole, it's still not dead, guys. Moving on into shit that you guys probably care a little bit more about. Let's play a game of free-for-all, shall we? I'm not sure, but I'm thinking that one of the main reasons why this whole entire rumor or news about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered started was because there's some new toys coming out. It's gonna be Soap and Ghost, the two figures from the very, very popular Modern Warfare series. And well, so there's a company called McFarlane Toys. I'm gonna post an image here real quick on screen so you guys can know what I'm talking about. They're making two action figures for Call of Duty. I guess this sparked a bunch of like rumors and news into a bunch of websites writing articles about this and all that junk. I'm not gonna lie, it's exciting. You guys know me. I am a firm believer that Modern Warfare 2 was the best. You guys know I don't care if there was noob tubes or those overpowered shit. I don't care. The game as a whole felt amazing. It holds a really, really special place in my heart, and I don't care how many great Call of Duties come after. For me, the best Call of Duty ever will be Modern Warfare. So this is not a video for me to basically trash it at all, because it's not. So anyways, moving into the subject, before we talk about this, there's numerous articles. I'll see if I can find some of the articles or some of the tweets of the actual accounts on Twitter that have written articles about this, and I'll post them here on screen. Just a lot of articles basically stating that there is a Modern Warfare 2 remaster being made. The thing that nobody's mentioning, and only one person mentioned it, okay, and it's Shinobi over on Twitter, and this guy is a super reliable source when it comes to Call of Duty news or leaks or info, especially prior to the games coming out. Okay, he's always had some legitimate information. When there's one person you can trust, Shinobi is definitely one of them, and he tweeted out something very important, that basically there's a lot of people writing articles, but yet nobody has actual information in these articles. Everything is basically just rumors and speculations and shit, which we've already seen this multiple times before, and we've gotten excited about it. I've gotten excited about it, and at the end of the day, it never ends up happening. Am I here to tell you guys this is not gonna happen? No. Do I think it's gonna happen? I have a strong feeling that it is a very probable thing to happen, without a doubt. A lot of people are saying that this is gonna be coming out with Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I'm gonna get into that for a second, but first, let's go into Modern Warfare Remastered. One of the greatest, if not the greatest Call of Duty, reason being because it started everything as far as kill streaks and all that good stuff that we, came to love in Call of Duty, and basically what made Call of Duty great. So yeah, Modern Warfare, they remastered it. It was good for about a month. I need to get another gun. So yeah, Modern Warfare, they remastered it. A lot of people were excited. I played it for a couple months because I was a huge fan of Modern Warfare myself. But the thing about Modern Warfare was that realistically, it was not the same game as the original Modern Warfare, and it never will be. The visuals are obviously identical, just HD'd, and probably looks a lot nicer or whatnot, but the game played slightly different. It felt even more chaotic than the first one. It just got filled up with microtransactions, which, by the way, I think till this day, that was the game that had the best supply drop system. It treated the player the nicest out of all the Call of Duties that have had transactions as far as multiplayer goes, right? Supply drops, etc. This game tried to implement that style somewhat, but it just does not match up. It feels like Modern Warfare Remastered. I guess maybe because it was a remastered and kind of like just a remade game, they were a little bit kinder to us. Regardless, that does not take away from the fact that it didn't feel exactly like Modern Warfare because it just had a bunch of other additional stuff. To be honest, people nowadays need. Like, if you were to bring Modern Warfare Remastered and you didn't bring supply drops, the game would have gotten boring even quicker than Modern Warfare Remastered with all of the supply drops. There's just no way that you can work around that anymore. After supply drops has been fed to the community, to players, you hate them, you love them, it doesn't really matter. Nobody really gives a shit. You gotta understand and you gotta admit that having content renewed every 3 months keeps the game alive, especially a game like Call of Duty. And there's another trap mine in here. Fuck me. There's just no way around it, guys. So Modern Warfare 2, it's gonna get remastered. Supposedly people are saying 2019. Some other people are saying Black Ops 4. I'm gonna be honest. The reason why we had Modern Warfare Remastered was because I am pretty sure they had a feeling that Infinite Warfare was not gonna perform nowhere near as good as BO3. So they had to bring Raven to kind of even out the playing fields here, because you had an Infinite Warfare game that a lot of people did not appreciate. Okay, it was basically, people called it a copy and paste of Black Ops 3. So definitely they had to bring a different game for it to actually balance out. Now, Black Ops, Treyarch, whenever they make a Call of Duty, one thing that they do not do is disappoint. Every single Treyarch game has been absolutely amazing. So why would it make any sense whatsoever for them to kind of just dilute the hype of a Treyarch game, Black Ops 4, which I am sure is going to have all the hype in the world, with a different remastered Call of Duty? To me, it makes no sense. So now, does this mean that they're not going to bring this game? No. This is what could happen. I think two things could happen, okay? After Treyarch, Infinity Ward, I'm not sure if they're still gonna make the next Call of Duty after them, but I am pretty sure that they are. After Treyarch, Infinity Ward is going to be, or should be, the next developing team to bring the next Call of Duty game. So what could happen? They could develop Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, I'm sorry, or they can start promoting it halfway through the life cycle of Black Ops 4, moving into the next Call of Duty by Infinity Ward, which would make sense. Like, let's say they bring Modern Warfare 4, by whatever means they come up with a different type of story or something like that to tie up to Modern Warfare, or maybe they come out with a Ghost 2 story and a Ghost 2 campaign and multiplayer. They basically pair it up with a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. That is the only way I can see that happening. Yes, they can probably bring it halfway through the life cycle of BO4. Around that time, it doesn't matter what Call of Duty it is, it does start getting a little stale. So it could either be halfway through BO4 or when the new Call of Duty from Infinity Ward comes, because Infinity Ward has not been producing the best of numbers within the last couple years that they've been making Call of Duties. And okay, I just got pimp slapped by a pistol. Now, if you were to ask me, Hollow, do you want a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered? I would tell you absolutely. Am I gonna like the fact that there's gonna be tons and tons of transactions as far as supply drops? No, I think it's definitely always hurts the game when it comes to that, but that's just the way Call of Duty is, and it's not gonna change. It makes them too much money. For us, it's a game. For them, it's a whole different ball game, and what makes the money is the supply drop transactions, okay? It makes more money than the game itself. But I would definitely like a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Do I think it's gonna come? I do think so. I think it needs it. There has been a rumor going around. There was this one point where people were saying that if you haven't seen a certain Call of Duty being backwards compatible on Xbox One, it probably means that that Call of Duty is gonna be getting remastered. We never saw Call of Duty 4 get, backwards compatible on Xbox. That game got remastered. We also didn't see Modern Warfare 2 or MW3 become backwards compatible to the Xbox. So therefore, people believe that those two, Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3, are eventually going to be coming remastered in the future. Eventually, we're going to be getting a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. I will not doubt it. I don't doubt it whatsoever. I think it's actually going to be good for the franchise. I think it's going to bring a lot of players back. I really do feel like a lot of people got behind the fact that Modern Warfare was getting remastered, and I do feel like a lot of players came. I will probably play the shit out of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered for a while. I would say a couple months, and then I'd probably go to it whenever I want to do like a throwback video or something like that. Now, me personally, I haven't booted Modern Warfare Remastered, but I've been thinking about it. Just the reason I haven't done it is because I just haven't felt the need. I haven't felt the urge. I haven't been feeling it for Call of Duty for quite some time. But then again, Modern Warfare was nowhere near beloved to me as Modern Warfare 2. I feel like everybody knows, even Activision know, that Infinity Ward has not been producing the hottest content. So that is it's the developing studio that fits the best profile to bring a remastered Call of Duty. So I guess this is the part where I have to ask you guys, the fans, what do you guys think? What are your thoughts and opinions on Modern Warfare 2 Remastered? Do you think it's all BS? Do you think it's gonna come? Do you want it to come? I'm now here playing on the World War II updated version. Supposedly the game feels more true to itself, to Call of Duty. The SMG ADS burnout time has been also updated as well. Sniping has been nerfed, so you can't really snipe as fast. I love me some quick scoping, but I do agree that quick scoping was really fucking OP in this game. When it first came out, it was like, holy shit. And those are the things that back in the days people got away with, the games got away with, and that's what made the games fun. But now I guess people don't like it anymore. You know, it's at least the developers, they don't agree with it anymore. Now, I'm just hoping if they do come out with a Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, they don't nerf the fucking sniping, because the intervention, the Barrett 50 cal were fucking insane. So I really truly hope that they don't fuck it up. I am so saddened that this game did not make it. And I want to be honest, I don't think it's because of Fortnite at all. People also say that Fortnite probably wouldn't have been as successful if it was BO4 this year, if it was a good Call of Duty or whatever. And I also want to say that that's not the case. Fortnite it's its own game. It would have been just as successful. Ooh, I just got the nade kill. That was pretty... Ran me by my ass. Fucking rude. Hey. Oh, look at this, guys. 18-18. I'm actually tied up first place. We're actually gonna win a game of Call of Duty World War II multiplayer. Oh my goodness. I never thought I'd say the day again. Hey, you nerfed the snipers. How about you nerf the fucking shotguns now, huh? I really don't feel like Fortnite killed Call of Duty. I mean, it definitely brought other players to play it. But if Call of Duty still kept its I don't know, its juice, the same one that it had back in the days, which I don't know if it's even possible anymore. I don't think any game would have taken out Call of Duty. At the end of the day, it's Call of Duty took itself out. They have made some poor decisions in the past. I really felt like this was the game in the right direction. There's also a lot of things that you know, as far as decisions that were made in this game that are probably not the best for it. What? Did you see the guy's face? Just as a whole, this game had so many cool things. Emotes, the lobby, the headquarters. I don't know what happened. Call of Duty is a game that its main poison, the thing that kills it the most is the replayability. 2 months in, it's done. And that could never be fixed in Call of Duty, because that is just the way Call of Duty is. Let me know in the comments your thoughts about Modern Warfare 2 being remastered. Will I be excited? Fuck yes. Will you see me playing it? Double fuck yes. I love Modern Warfare 2. I would be super, super excited and very, very happy, as well as the entire community. For how long? Probably a couple months. That's just to be honest. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave me a like, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.